guys, and welcome back to another video here with Angel B Designs, formerly known as Crafty Mama. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. What I'm going to do today is I am going to glitter a wine tumbler. So I have an extra wine tumbler here. I'm really not in the business of selling my products anymore, so I have an extra one left over. And I wanted to have the white effect on my, like I wanted to do a wine glass, but I kind of want the tumbler because I prefer, instead of a glass, with the top. So I was like, okay, well, I have an extra wine tumbler. I don't have to paint it white because it's already white, and then I can just glitter the bottom of it, and then this saying that's on the front of my hoodie I want to put on the glass in premium vinyl. I mean, I'm sorry, on the front of the cup in premium vinyl, and then glitter the bottom. So that is what I'm going to try to attempt to do today. I'm not very, I'm not amazing with glitter, but it is something that I wanted to kind of get into for myself. So that's what I'm going to be attempting to do today for you guys. So if you're interested, go ahead and stick around, and I will meet you over at my craft table. Okay guys, so I'm back here and I have all of my supplies out. Like I said, I'm going to be doing like a Black History theme, so I'm going to be using red, yellow, and white glitter. I have my Mod Podge, which is what I'm going to use to adhere the glitter to the cup, the painter's tape to make sure I have clean lines, and then the triple thick, which is going to go on at the end. So, and like I said, I will link all of these products down below. Most of this stuff you can get from like your local stores, so Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Walmart, things like that. But if you want to order, I'll link everything down below for you to be able to order. So the first thing I'm going to do is, this is just some regular painter's tape. I believe I got this from Home Depot. I'm just going to take some painter's tape here. And mine is kind of thick, but that's okay, because I normally use it for tumblers. So if you want to get the skinnier tape, you know, whatever works for you. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it around the cup to make a clean line for where the glitter is going to go. This line is going to be separating the glitter from the non-glitter. That's what this piece of tape is going to be for. Okay. So I'm just going to stick this on here where I want it. And I think we're not going to go about there. And you want to try to make it as straight as possible, so it's not crooked or anything. Your line isn't crooked going around. Okay. And I need one more small piece of tape for right there. I gotta redo that because that was not straight. Let's try that again. Okay, there we go. Now we have our line. So the glitter is going to go down here on this bottom part. Okay, now because I have 3 different colors, I kind of want to see if I can do like maybe a stripe effect in the 3 different colors. So I'm going to see if I can place my tape to create that effect. Okay, so this first strip, and I'm doing it like diagonal. Okay, I'm gonna do one strip at a time because I want to go slow and make sure I do this right. So here's the first section I'm gonna do. It's like a diagonal going that way. I'm gonna do this in red glitter. Let me get some paper towel. I'll be right back. Okay. Got my paper towel for my glitter. Now I'm just going to take my Mod Podge. I think I'm using, this is the gloss. You can use the matte, whatever you have on hand, it doesn't matter. You're going to cover it up with the glitter anyway. I have a little paintbrush. I think I got this from Hobby Lobby. And you're just going to coat this spot. Uh-oh, I got too much. You're going to coat this spot right here with your Mod Podge. Okay, and now I'm going to take my red glitter. And the reason I'm doing this on the paper towel is so that I can put it back in the container, any extras that fall. And then we're just going to sprinkle it on there. Where we put the Mod Podge. And I'm using the extra fine glitter for the red. Okay, so we didn't need a whole lot. Now say we have our red section. Now I'm just going to give this a couple minutes to dry. Mod Podge doesn't take that long to dry. So I'm just going to give this a couple minutes to dry and we're going to move on to our next section. So I will be back in a few minutes. Alright, so I'm back here. I have let the red go ahead and dry and I took the tape off. And as you can see, the tape gave us a very clean line. Okay, that's what you want. You want the clean line. When it's dry, I just have a little fan brush that came in the pack with this other brush that I have. I bought a pack of them, brushes. When it's dry, you just want to take, and I've already done it, you want to take this little fan brush and just kind of go over and brush any excess glitter off when you're going to move on to your next one. So you take your little, let it dry, take your little fan brush, brush off the excess glitter. Okay. Now we are going to go ahead and move on to our next color, which is going to be green. So I'm going to take another piece of tape here. And I'm going to place it, trying to keep the same distance. I'm sure there's probably an easier way to do this. I'm probably being difficult, but that's okay. So now that's going to be our next section. And we're just going to do the same thing. You're going to take your Mod Podge, get it close to the red. And you're going to cover that spot. Okay, then we're going to take our green. I'm actually not going to worry about saving this glitter because it's just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put my green right on top. And we're going to do the same thing with the green if it wants to come out. Come on, green. There we go. And you want to coat it. So you want to make sure you put enough on there to coat the Mod Podge that you just put on there. And then we're just going to dump the little excess. And then I'm just going to make sure that spot is nice and coated. You can tap it a little bit to make sure the glitter gets dispersed. Okay. Okay. And then there's your green section. Then I'm just gonna do the same thing, give this a couple minutes to dry, and I'm going to do the yellow, and I'll come back when it's time to do the yellow. Okay, so I'm back here. Our green is dry. I've taken the tape off, and as you can see, we've created another clean line. So I went ahead and I added my tape, and now we're going to do that's actually kind of crooked. I'm going to fix that. Now we're going to go ahead and do the yellow. Now my yellow glitter is not as fine as my red and green, so I'm hoping this still looks okay. Just going to take your Mod Podge like you did with your other two sections, and you're going to coat it. Okay, so now we have our section coated, and I'm going to take the yellow glitter, which this one is a little chunkier, so let's see how this works out. I don't know if I particularly care for this chunky glitter, but that's okay. It's my cup. I craft for myself, so it's fine. But if you're doing this and you're gonna sell it, I would say stick with the same grade of glitter. So I have fine glitter for the red and green, and then this one is the yellow is a chunkier glitter. So if you're going to sell it to somebody, stay in the same grade. Either go chunky or go fine, but really don't mix it. So I don't know if the camera's gonna pick up how it looks, but it doesn't look terrible. I would just say stick with the same grade. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this done, and I will come back when I have the rest of the cup done. Okay, y'all, so I'm back, and I do have the whole cup done. Red, green, yellow, red, green. I kind of messed up right here, so it's like red, green, but whatever. Like I said, it's for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this tape off. I'm doing it slowly just in case something isn't right. I can catch it before it messes it up. But everything should be good. Okay, so you see how it left a nice clean line? That's why you want to use the tape when you're doing it, so you can get that clean line. So what I'm going to do now for this top part is the same that's on my shirt. It's the Black History for me. I'm going to use some premium vinyl, and I'm going to put that up here at the top in black. I'm going to do one on each side. So I'm going to do one here and one here on each side. So I'm going to go ahead over to Cricut Design Space. Let me show you quickly how I'm going to measure it. As soon as I find my measuring tape, give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm gonna take my measuring tape. I don't want it to be super big. Okay, so I have my measuring tape here, and about 3 inches looks good to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut out 2 3-inch decals. I'm using premium vinyl in Cricut Design Space with my Cricut Explorer Air 2. I will come back when I have that cut and weeded, and I'll show you how I apply it. Okay, so I'm back, and I do have my decals cut out. I'm gonna put 2, 1 on each side. This is just some black premium vinyl that I think I got from Michael's. And then I have the Cricut transfer tape. I know a lot of people don't like the Cricut transfer tape. I personally, I don't mind it. I don't do premium vinyl that often, so maybe that's why, I'm not sure. But just like the other videos that I have on my channel where I'm applying the premium vinyl, you're just going to take your Cricut tape. If I can get my tool out. You're going to take your Cricut tape, put it on top of your decal, and you're going to burnish it. Is that what this is called? Burnishing? Make sure it's nice and stuck. A little hack is to turn it over and peel the white backing from the tape instead of the tape from the backing. It makes it easier to come off. Do it slow, just in case there's something that's not stuck, you don't rip it. All right, and we are good. So there it is on our tape. And now I'm just going to place it on my cup. I'm gonna get a piece of paper towel to go underneath my cup, just because I don't want it to roll. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my tape with my decal on it, and I'm gonna put it on the white. Try not to get the bottom of your tape right here. Don't let it touch the glitter, because you very well might pull it up. So try not to touch the glitter. Try to get it as straight as you can. Then we're going to take our tool, because we haven't sealed it yet. I'm going to seal everything at one time. Okay, and then we're just going to make sure that this isn't on there. Uh-oh, that one's not on there. And we're pulling it slowly, just in case, you know, there's letters not on there, like this one. All right. And there's the first one. Oh my gosh. I think that's looking really nice. Okay, now I'm gonna do one directly on the other side. So if you turn it, I'm gonna put another one right here. Just putting the Cricut tape on the vinyl, and then we're going to burnish it. Make sure it's nice and on there. And we're going to remove it from, the O was not off of there. Come on, O. The O does not want to come off this paper. There we go. Okay. Now we have our decal. And we're just going to place it directly on the other side of the cup. The exact same way. you're going to burnish it. Make sure it's nice and on there. I may have to touch up the glitter because, like I said, I haven't sealed it yet because I want to seal the whole cup at the same time. So if some of the glitter rubbed off, you might just have to go in there, add a little Mod Podge, and then add a little bit more glitter just to touch it up. Like this green right here, it's a little, you see that little spot right there? So I just have to go in and touch up the glitter, which is fairly easy. Okay, and now we're gonna pull our tape off. Alrighty, there it is. It's the Black History for me, and you turn it around, it says the same thing. So it's like a 360 cup. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna touch up my glitter really quickly, and I'm gonna come back and show you how I seal it. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back. I touched up my glitter. We're dry, we're good to go. Got the decals on. I'm gonna show you how, this is what you guys really came for, right? The no epoxy. I'm not a fan of epoxy. I've tried it before. I can't rock with it. If you use epoxy, you go sis. But for me, I am going to be using triple thick, which I have found to be, per my research, I haven't used it yet, but per my research have found that triple thick is an alternative to epoxy. Now I have two different kinds here. I have the spray by Krylon, which I got from Hobby Lobby for $8.99. I also have the brush on from Hobby Lobby for $6.99. I haven't used either one before. I saw a video where the girl was using the brush on and her results looked pretty good. So for today's video, I'm going to be using the brush on triple thick, and then maybe I'll do another video with the spray, and then we'll do a compare and contrast. Okay, so for today, I'm going to be using the brush on triple thick with another brush from the same set that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. All right, we're just going to get this open. I got my paper towel down. Oh, it is sticky. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna brush over all of, actually I'm gonna brush over because I don't want to transfer any glitter to my vinyl. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brush over the vinyl first. So I'm gonna get some on my brush and I'm gonna brush over the vinyl first so we can go ahead and seal it. I'm hoping this works. I never tried it before. This is my first time, but we're trying it together. Okay, so I brushed over the first one, the first decal. Now I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to brush over the second decal. Hold on, my fingers are sticking to the cup. I'm just kind of brushing it over, trying to make sure it's evenly coated and there's no like lumps or big, you know, big gaps. Okay, so I have it brushed over both decals. Now what I'm going to do, in a downward motion, I'm going to brush over all of the glitter. And I'm going to be a little heavy-handed with it so I can cover more. And I'm putting a nice thick coat on, but still making sure it's even. And I may have to do a couple of coats of it. I'm not for sure, but we'll see. Someone asked me in a comment, how come I do everything real time and I don't do like speed it up and do voiceovers? And for me, I don't like to watch videos like that, honestly. I prefer to watch videos that are like real time. Like I can see what you are doing. Because I've noticed like when people do voiceovers, sometimes they may look away from the camera or what's going on, and they did a step but they didn't explain it because maybe they looked away for a hot second, or you know, something. So for me, I personally like to watch videos that are not voiceovers, but I mean, that's just my preference. I just have a little bit of glitter that got right here, so I'm just going to take a towel and a paper towel and kind of clean that up so I can keep my clean line. Okay, so there's the triple thick. You see how glossy it's looking? Let me see how long the directions say it's supposed to dry for. This spot's looking a little not covered. Okay. I should have made like a little theme for me to hold it up like this or whatever, but anywho, moving on. So I'm just gonna read the directions here to see how long this takes to dry. So it says allow it to dry for 24 hours before you use it. Of course, before you drink out of it, you do want to, you know, give it a nice hand wash. So it says 24 hours. I will go ahead and let this dry for a couple hours because I'm at my office and I'm not going to be here tomorrow. So I am going to let it dry for the remainder of the time that I'm at my office, and I will come back and show you guys how it looks. So far, it's looking nice and glossy. I'm liking how it looks, but I will come back and show you guys once it's it probably won't be completely cured, but it'll probably be, you know, mostly dry. So I will come back in a little bit. Okay, y'all, so I'm back here. Now, one thing I totally forgot about, and this is my mistake, is getting like the little spinner from Hobby Lobby while I was there. Totally forgot that, I overlooked it. Now that I'm looking at this cup, I should have gotten a spinner. And when I do the second glitter tumbler with the spray on, I will make sure that I have the spinner, because this triple thick with it not spinning is kind of getting a little patchy. Okay, so it looks good. It's just in some spots, and hopefully it's not 100% dry either. And I'm not sure if the camera is picking up. Let me dim this down a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, like right here, the triple thick is kind of like patching up a little bit. And like I said, that's probably just because I don't have it spinning. It should be on a spinner right now. So like I said, I will make sure I grab a spinner when I do the second tumbler with the spray on to try for comparison. And I may actually do another tumbler like in my own time and then show you the difference between using a spinner and not using a spinner. But overall, I actually like the concept of the cup, and for this being my first glitter tumbler ever, I'm actually kind of impressed with myself. It didn't turn out too horrible. And like I said, this is mine. I craft for myself. I don't really sell my crafts. So I'm thoroughly pleased with my first time. I definitely need some you know, little critiques or whatever. But I will keep, if you guys like glitter videos, let me know so that I can keep working and playing with it and bringing you guys different projects with glitter. I know you guys really liked my glitter ornament that I did, but if you want to see more glitter videos, please let me know, and I will try a bunch of different things. Now, one thing I won't do is I won't use the epoxy. I will master the triple thick though. We will go ahead and master this, but I'm not going to use any epoxy. But outside of that, let me know what you guys want to see as far as glitter projects, and we can go ahead and try them out together. But that's all I have for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Stay safe. Bye.